Hey, that was a text message. You missing us? Get ready. More Whiskey Brothers with Jacob, Calle, and Will Loden. Let's go.
From Houston, Texas,
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Where are we? 10-13, Jerry Wayne Longmire.
Chugging along.
What's going on? Jerry Wayne Longmire is the only one in the studio. That's what's happened. We've been abandoned. We've been replaced by we've replaced Sam and Trey, who are in absentia by two of the whitest people I know.
Yeah, we replaced them with two curly-headed white boys.
We raise our glasses. Will Loden, good Will Loden, has been on the podcast many, many times before. And a first time, it's good to have you here, man. Jacob Calle.
Thank you so much for having me.
Calle. God damn, I've been saying that wrong.
Have you put that on a sack of words?
Jacob Calle.
You just been reading it.
Yeah.
That's the 100%.
That's it.
Calle.
Everybody just wants to read.
Calle. So we have lots to talk about this episode. We're gonna get into some. You have some cool shit. Before we get into some of what we're gonna talk about, you just got back from Africa. We're both fellow travelers.
Yes, I was supposed to stay there for about a month and a half, and ended up staying there for 3 weeks. It just got too hectic for me.
So Africa's a large continent. Where
South Africa, near Kruger National Park, where there are 90% in the area rhino poachers.
Oh, that sounds
90%
safe.
of the world's rhino poachers chill in South Africa.
Oh, there's so many are down there.
Seems like it'd be easy to catch them
It-
if
well,
they're all in the same area.
I heard it as 90% of the people are rhino poachers, and I was like, "Well, God, just get a net. That's a
Yeah.
scoop them right up."
There you go.
Or just some of that marathon tape and go around.
Like
Rhinos, stay the fuck out of here.
Run around them like an AT-AT. That's
South Africa's major exports are Elon Musk, that one band,
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, Charlize Theron and rhino poachers.
That's
Two
it's a
fine
breeding ground.
bitches and a bunch of rhino
And
killers.
Did you go?
tracks from D'Antoine.
That's right. Were you so? How sketchy did it get?
Okay, so
I've seen video. You do a lot of sketchy stuff anyway, which I admire. So when I ask what's sketchy, I assume it's super sketchy.
No, my dad, he keeps telling me to quit. All my friends are keep doing this, Jacob. This is actually fucking amazing. And my dad is like, "You're an idiot. You're just wishing for a death wish." And I'm just like,
So what is?
Yeah.
But when you're out there, you're not just going out there and tying stakes to yourself and playing jackass and jumping in water. You're doing real work.
no, actually, at the very beginning, I was.
Oh,
I
okay.
Was I was in
I'll
the
retract that.
I was like in the water with hippos and like talking about how they copulate and how they
Will kill more humans than any other animal in all of Africa.
Yeah, and so I was in the water and I was hoping that they would begin to produce their aggressive behavior. Like, "Hey, motherfucker, I see you." There's different steps.
Mhm.
And I was waiting to see them. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just spit out more hippo facts. And I just started saying it louder. And then as I got to the copulation bit, then I would just slap and spray the water. And I heard one of them go, and that was it. And I got zero. Like, they did not mind. They just, I'm like, yeah, this little guy.
In the
Is it
meantime,
possible hippos are racist?
it is. Well, no, but I've spent some time in Africa also, and I was very kind and quiet and considerate to the hippos that were around me, and one of them damn near flipped my boat over. So
Oh, wow.
we were in Ethiopia, and I've told some of this on stage, but we had taken this little metal boat out into the crocodile market, which is
Sure.
all the Nile crocodiles, and they turned the engine off and they're poling it in and everything's copacetic, and then one of the hippos goes. They had a baby and stuff. So when they went under the water, everybody starts to get concerned, but not concerned enough to turn the engine on yet.
Sure.
So they're just looking around. I do not see the bubbles, and they're looking for the bubbles. And then the whole hippo was like, "I'm a bubble," and the whole boat just kind of tipped. And we didn't obviously, but we got into deeper water, and it was just like this terrifying. Like I could have touched its back, like that.
That's insane.
Right? Yeah. It's of course
That
it's insane.
It's the most aggressive quadruped in the entire planet.
Which leads me to ask you why you're slapping the water around hippo.
Well, there were like 30 or 40. This is right there on the base of the Congo where it meets Uganda. And we were trekking and filming gorillas. And same with them, but peaceful animals. And it was really cool to get that. It was very special. But the hippos, no matter how many insults I try to give towards them of just being loud, slapping water, And
You try calling them fat?
yeah, like I should have. Yeah, and they wouldn't do anything, and I just was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just not upsetting them.
So what
But
would
Do
have-
not repeat this experiment in New Orleans.
No.
Don't just start slapping the walls and shouting facts about people. Somebody will beat your ass.
What was your plan? Had something? I'm always because this is always.
there's always a plan B, and which usually is plan A, and
Again?
really big letters. Yeah, there's always two. There's never plan B. Always just make a bunch of plan A's, and the step was to if I see any of them submerge, that means okay, camera guy, let's get the fuck out of here.
So what's your camera guy do? Because which is he going? Hey man, I'm just gonna film from here. Or
There was a time that I had a
damn,
I-
I'm gonna
I
have to walk out alone.
There was a
Like-
time that I caught a 15-foot python that was crossing the street, and I immediately just jumped out, and I grabbed it by the end of its tail, and it was fucking heavy. It was so heavy.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I knew I am going to lose this fight. And I've always thought, like, it'd be cool for me to die for doing what I love.
Of course.
But this one, in my mind, I was like, not right now. And I dropped the snake, and I look at my guys, and I said, you guys are going to fucking help me? And they're with their zooms go as far as they can. Like, it was so grainy when I saw it. And they're like, nope, we're staying right here. And I said, fuck it. I looked back at that snake, and it was crossing the street, and it was disappearing in the bush. And I picked it up again, and I drug it back into the street. And I was like, this thing weighs more than I do. And it flung its jaws right in my face. And that just... Pythons don't necessarily have fangs.
Yeah, no.
Like
They've
you
got
laugh at
serrated
though.
Teeth.
shit on
but
their
they have
face.
a bunch of tiny serrated
Yeah,
little
they'll
goddamn
fuck
teeth.
you up.
Razor
They'll
bite.
bite the shit
And I
out
was
of
like,
you.
nope. Like, that thing was just... So I decided...
Why didn't you drag it back towards the camera guys? All right, assholes. Here's
Yeah.
Ready for my close up, Mr. DeMille.
The camera guys are like, I do not pay enough union dues for this bullshit.
Pray me to pray. Adam,
we do not get close to the snake.
Adam Taylor's working the back of house right now. You're overqualified for this. If we were filming something and I said, "Hey, Adam, I'm about to go slap some water around these hippos," how much? Where does this stop being your job? When do you disappear on me? He's taking his headphones off and walking out of the room. That's
Now. I quit now.
right now. Yeah. At the on the airplane, at the contemplation of the thought. So you went out there. You were saving. You've also saved pangolins, which nobody. Do you know what a pangolin is?
I really thought it was people mispronouncing penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just found out a pangolin was a real
when
creature
I
the
was
other
a
day.
kid, and I think I
I
told
just
you,
thought it was British
I-
people saying penguin.
I thought pangolins were.
I thought it was like a Benedict Cumberbatch thing where he just couldn't say the name of the creature, and it was just people fucking it up. I had no idea it was a real animal.
Okay,
I
yeah.
thought that they were armadillos with Liberace flair.
there you go.
Yeah.
They
There
do.
you
They
go.
look like
Actually,
art
that's
car
funny.
armadillos.
Yeah.
So what is this?
That is, I wanted to bring some show and tell.
Yes.
That is a tracking device that we attach to the pangolin scale. And so whenever
Oh.
one gets poached, we do rehabilitation, and we put it back out into the wild with that attached so we can do research if...
When one gets poached, doesn't that usually include dying?
Well, actually, that's a great question because the other day, it was like last Sunday, I
You
believe.
got a pangolin patch?
I got it. Yeah, this is a pangolin patch. This is an award I saved. Was part of a
Put it up towards the camera, big dog.
Oh,
There you go.
Which one? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3.
Making Adam work.
Oh, that's tight. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
That looks like a Pokemon gym badge. That's neat.
But isn't that
Yeah,
what
I've-
poaching mean? Poaching means they killed it?
I found poaching means they captured it from the
Okay.
wild illegally, and there was a
I-
poacher that was trying to sell one, and we created a sting operation. Like I was in a cafe eating my
Croissant?
pizza, like looking at the reflection so I could see backwards. So because however many men they have or that we have in our sting operation, they also have the same amount of men on their side.
With guns.
Potentially, and
AK-47s.
they are
And possibly trained pangolins. You don't know how long they've been doing this.
Dear East Texas hunters.
This could be dangerous.
Release
so, like-
the pangolin army.
So if we get there early, they also get there early. They also are like scoping out as much as we're scoping out.
I picture just 6 a.m. It's two guys circling each other, looking at a chair at a cafe. Like, are you with them? Are you with them?
I don't know. I just know all these dudes in East Texas poaching deer are doing it wrong. I didn't know you're supposed to keep some bitch alive.
So that's
But yeah, we.
I thought poaching was a style of egg.
what's
Come on.
or bland chicken.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's like when you boil food, right?
Right.
It all so
British food.
So when
Okay.
you go out, so a pangolin for the uninitiated, a pangolin is a mammal that looks like an armadillo. They have scales. They're cat-sized.
They are also related to cats. Once you date them
their
back
arms
like
are a lot
millions
more
of years in the
outspread.
past, their earliest ancestor is feline.
What? So what are they now?
Philodota, which is their own order, just
Armadillo cat.
What? Okay.
yeah.
What are they closest to?
nothing.
Nothing.
I was just about to say they belong to their own selves, just like the aardvark, which is like tubular nata.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah, they
so
are very, very.
when I was a
special.
kid, animal cards were my jam. I used to get them in the mail, and they would have all these different animals. I'd read all the facts and look at where they were from.
Yeah, I got the ones that had their dicks on them.
Animal dicks, get them for your kids. So pangolins and okapis were the two animals I remember. I'm probably pronouncing okapi. I was about to say I'm pronouncing that wrong because all I've done is read it. Okapi. That's the word.
Okapi.
Is that the zebra thing?
It's the zebra giraffe
Yeah,
horse.
well, yeah, John Stoney. Was a journalist who discovered the animal because he was trying to write an article on another journalist that was kidnapped and was a slave in Africa.
So he's
Wow.
poached.
So yeah.
So two things. I have
He
a
was
question.
poached, yeah.
I have a question I want to ask you, but two, nobody's about to bust in and think I'm a smuggled pangolin, are they?
I had 20 of these
That one's
going
deactivated.
through customs, and I was like, "This is a bomb. This is a bomb. They're gonna pull me over."
Did they not even look?
No, they just looked up on my bag and they go, "What is in your bag?" And I was like, "Oh, it's these little devices." He said, "No," and they saw a bag of condoms. And he goes, "You fuck." You know, and I was laughing. I was like, "Yeah," but what it is over at the university where I volunteer at for this research for the pangolins. In the men's bathroom, there's like a bag of like a big, huge box of condoms.
Free condoms.
Yeah, free. I was like,
Like,
whatever.
I'm going to Africa.
I'll pocket a couple.
A bag.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
looks like
I
me.
think thanks. So y'all just you just carry around like a Ryobi impact and
Yeah.
screw that bastard in.
Charge it up.
Can I screw
So,
this to my wallet? Because
Yeah. How many times you've lost it?
multiple times. I now want to go to Africa with you and save pangolins. This sounds.
I gave my fucking wallet to a poacher while I was out there. So right
Whoa.
now, I'm only just carrying my shit in my pocket.
What did you trade him for?
The
Knowledge.
pangolin.
Knowledge. Yeah, but that was the story that I was going to tell earlier. Like, I've skipped the hippos and something even more dangerous where I'm living with rhino poachers. And,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of part of what's in my head is that NGOs are not doing enough. Where's all this money going to? Because, you know,
Uh-huh.
NGOs, billion-dollar industry.
Mhm.
And I go to these villages, nothing. WWF, another organization. And it's just like, really, how many more billboards can you put on Sunset Boulevard?
Right when the help actually is needed.
Yeah, it's just celebrities just
I always thought
patting
WWF
themselves on
was
the fucking
scripted
back.
anyways.
That's it's all fake. Those people are so fake.
Yeah.
So it's been fake since the 80s. They tried that rebranding
They
shit.
got
That didn't
Freddie
work
Prinze.
either.
We
Right,
Are the World?
scripts
Come
for 'em.
on. Who wrote that song?
Dude, the Attitude era for the WWF was crazy. Yeah.
So is there, and I want to go to some of this other, I know we got shit to talk about, or game to play, but so you're out there with
Poachers and kingpins.
poachers and kingpins
Yeah.
and gorillas and rhinos but these horrible people that'll just kill for nothing, and you're just kicking it like.
I'm
Well, they're just
literally
doing a
kicking
job,
it. Like,
those
they
guys.
text me every day and thank you. Yes, to them it's just a job. They don't see the rhino just as more we see
It's a way to put food
a
in the mouth.
chicken,
Okay.
Yeah.
deer.
They're just
It's like
just
a repo man.
military
It's no different.
repo
They don't
man.
anthropomize their animals.
Fuck those people, by the way. Can
Oh,
I just
repo
not
men?
repo men, but tow truck drivers?
Tow truck drivers?
In a. Did
Every-
you-
Is that where it went?
I'm sorry. I want to get
Oh.
I want to get sidetracked for a side moment.
Look at camera A.
Okay. So did you know that it is illegal to park on a residential street for more than 24 hours?
I
Yes.
did not know that.
Okay. I did not.
Florida.
Houston. Houston.
Well, they sure don't enforce that worth the fuck.
Well, they didn't for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And then I came back from a thing the other day, and you know the residential neighborhood I live in,
Mhm.
and it's not a crazy place where there's like cars. It's not. So there's a ticket on my car, And I go, well, that's something. And it goes, car's been parked here for more than 24 hours, $55 or some shit. And I giggled. I went, well, it's not my car. Fucking, I live here. So the next day I'm sitting here. This is like 3 days ago. I'm sitting here at Friday, and I hear some noise. And I'm like, what is outside? The trash coming on a Friday? It comes on Monday. And I walk out there, and there was a tow truck hooked up to my car.
What?
Bro, so I went, do I rack the shotgun or do I go talk? And I go outside and I'm talking. There's a HPD out there. They have got 4 tow trucks on the street. They have latched up 3 of them. I had to pay this guy $200 to
Drop
put
fee.
my car.
Unleash it.
So he took it to the driveway. So I could swap the cars
Is
out.
that like equivalent to opening the door for you?
Literally, it was he dropped it, and he goes, yeah, it's gonna be 200, and he goes, you got to Zelle me directly. And then the traffic cop starts telling him, you can't drop it in the driveway. You got to take it to the I'm standing out here like, bro, y'all doing this I live here, and this is my car.
Why you didn't put this helmet on and walk out there with a shotgun? Let's see who wants to talk about what. Let's see.
Well, Jerry, where were you?
It is the way.
This ain't the way. Goddamn, put my motherfucking car down.
I've never seen anything like it. So I had to pick my battles. I walked away from it, and I didn't hit anybody, and I didn't do anything dumb. And
Was it the old car?
Yes.
So you paid $200 for that
Well,
car?
Jerry, it was because I'm donating it, and they were coming to pick it up. This literally had all this handled. So, and in the
Just be like, hey, take it over here.
that's where we are now. Because I called, and there's like this whole process of, apparently I paid the car off 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But when I went to donate it to Cars for Kids or whatever, they're like, oh, it still says there's a lien or whatever. So I called them, and they're like, you got to fill out all this paperwork. I'm like, they have got one day to sort this out, or I'm pushing that bitch into the middle of the road and leaving for Europe.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to go through the pressure of I'm not going to figure all this out for a $3,500 write-off. I'm just going to,
Yeah.
I'm going to shove that bitch out, and I'm going to make that dude come back and do his damn job. That's the.
After direct selling. Well,
Let's talk
Yes,
later.
I-
Let's talk later before we get all crazy.
Let's talk
this.
about what tow truck drivers are. They are guys who are too stupid to be police officers.
Right,
they
which
have-
means
We
double
are
football
wading
injuries.
into territory here, so I'm
Did
just
you
we
work-
just want to
you-
be clear.
You worked as a tow truck driver, right?
and a repo man.
I
Yes,
rest
for
my
a great
case.
number of years.
Can I put this
Every
on my
night.
car and leave?
Every night when I leave Secret Group, I drive through the police station right here, and there's that big pile of tow trucks. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. And I always stop and I say, yo, 4 blocks that way, there's a car wreck. It just happened. And they go, thanks. And I just go. And I just see all of them turning around. And they're going to be looking. And it's the funniest fucking thing. And I did it so many times. And finally, one of them says, you told us that last time. Like, fuck you.
It used to always make me
They're
laugh
on to
because
me.
we'd hang out under the freeway overpass and we'd all sit there and shoot the shit, drink
Yeah.
coffee, wait on an accident, call
I am-
water. It's because the way Houston's set up is the reason it happens like that.
And the way their heads are set up.
Well, no, because in Dallas it's a completely different setup. It's a lot more organized, and there's a better setup for getting.
Yeah,
So
it's
what
more
is
organized.
what
There's
is
a lot
the
more organized
what is the
though.
actual
Houston-
setup here? You got is
Houston,
it a lottery?
for years and years, had this stupid lottery where you have this chip, and everybody responds to every call, and it's just rush
why you
and
got-
drive like
And
a
then they
maniac
play,
to get to every call. Yeah,
rock,
and then
paper, scissors.
they put the chips in a bag, and
Yeah,
the cop
with the
draws the
chips.
chip out until you get enough record drivers for the car, which
Oh,
is stupid. It's
shit.
archaic and ignorant, and that's why you had so many wrecks and people acting
and
stupid
10 tow truck drivers on the side of the road
That's
for
why
for
one
a
wreck.
fender bender.
That's why
so
they
we used
drive
to
so
sit.
fast.
We used to sit under the overpass and hang out, because it's a free place to hang out, and sit there and drink coffee and bullshit.
Yeah,
but
I'm
everybody
surprised
would.
y'all didn't hang out at the library.
Everybody would. You're gonna keep on, motherfucker.
I'm gonna pick up the slack as soon as he sets this ball down. And it ain't gonna be about you, but it's gonna be about an archetype.
Fuck car poachers.
No, we didn't keep them alive. But those guys used to all leave their keys in the ignition.
Yeah.
So when I first pulled up, I would get out, walk around everybody's truck, pull their keys out of the ignition, throw it in the extended cab, and then go hang out, drink coffee. Everybody would call, get in, I'd jump in my truck, drive off. There'd be a whole lot over the radio. I swear to Christ. I swear to Christ.
That's cool. I am very pro tow truck on tow truck crime. I am absolutely.
One night in Dallas, Texas, this is funny as shit because I was doing repo for American Lending. our rival company, the guy was a total asshole, and I'd worked for him before. He didn't pay his drivers. He had bought a whole bunch of trucks on credit and hadn't paid the bill. And in one night, we repoed 9 brand new wreckers, repo trucks.
Yeah.
And 4 of them we got from Waffle Houses around Dallas.
Wow.
Who watches the Watchmen?
That's like art imitating art.
It was so fun. It was the funnest thing to be a part of.
That's like looking into an infinity mirror.
Literally, I just remember like flying down to Lyndon B. Johnson with a wrecker on the back of my record, like
That's a redneck Imshi Escher painting.
Yes.
That's like David Hasselhoff's crotch gif.
I couldn't do it. It's the reason I couldn't let him take it. It was in the moment. I was $200 to not let you win right now.
Yeah.
Like that by itself. Plus, if I did change my mind or I did find that whatever, I didn't know the title was lost. So if I'd had to go down to get it or do any of that jazz and have to deal with that, those people are. It's
yeah.
I want to see how you are without 8-inch protective glass.
Yeah.
You.
I had to get my driver's
We had a
license.
couple people trying to get through it. Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh yeah.
I gnaw my way through it the way some of them have acted. All right, so we have some time left in the show. We have stuff to talk about. You have a round of WTF.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody know, okay, before the people at home, the rules of WTF, I'm gonna retell 3 news articles, and our contestants here are gonna try to decide whether those are from Texas, Florida, or any state what starts with a W.
There you go. And we're unfamiliar with the stories for those of you at home, so you will be hearing them along with us for the first time, unless we've accidentally heard them, maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where do you get your news?
From all kinds of places.
From the internet.
From other
Cheers.
record drivers.
I raise a glass of what is this we're doing? We're on
Brother
the Texas.
Bun.
Oh, this is the Texas Hill Country Real Spirit Straight Malt Whiskey. So we are deep. Man, this is almost gone. All right. Cheers.
Real Spirits Distilling Company.
Yeah, I'm going to go for something like that, too. So this man was pulled over by the police about 2 o'clock in the morning for a DWI.
Ooh, an Okapi.
And as they were trying to, do all his sobriety tests and all that shit, he got frustrated with the officers.
That's how they get you.
And he cracked off a big fart and started fanning it at the officers while backing up. And the officer arrested him for assaulting an officer.
Are you serious?
And put charges on the
The
dude.
ASS is writing the word.
Yeah.
It's literally. I think that's German, right? Assault is.
Assault?
And
It means exit.
old boy had to hire a lawyer not only to beat the DWI charge, but to also beat
The fart charge.
assault on a police officer charge.
They take that assault very seriously. Like,
Unless they're doing it, yes.
well, yeah. In
Yeah,
which case, nope, nothing.
I was just holding him down by
Right.
his throat with
Yeah,
my knee.
exactly.
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 You fart on me? You son of a bitch. I'll kill you. I fear for my life.
I can't
Call the
breathe.
union rep. This man shat his drawers.
I'm gonna ring in early with no more facts. If you have more to elaborate
That's
on,
it.
I'm gonna
That's
let
all
you.
the facts.
Okay, well, I'm going to punch the card and say Wyoming, and I'm going to do it based on the chug water shot glass that sits in front of him, and I'm going to have done some weird colony math to figure out how this guy got in such a situation there in Chugwater, Wyoming with the chili.
All right. Wyoming for Slade.
Sometimes when I'm playing Balderdash,
Texas,
I actually get the
Florida,
answer
any
right
state with a
because
W.
I know the answer.
Ooh.
And I feel like I know this answer, so I feel like I'm playing Balderdash again, and I'm going to say Wisconsin.
Ooh, he went with the W also, but
a
with
lot of
consonant.
cheese there. A lot of cheese there.
lot of cheese
Understand.
there.
I'm
You can't-
going with a W as well,
Ooh.
but I think it's West Virginia because assault for a fart just seems like something that someone would be like, I can't believe that he tried to fart on me.
I do declare, how would he ever think that was something that
I
he
think
could
they would
pass?
be using the word flagellate.
You know, as a kid that grew up in Texas, I was so surprised to find out that people in West Virginia thought they were the South.
Yeah.
Because I always thought
Yeah.
anybody above I-10 was Yankee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You and everyone from New Orleans.
All right. Hey, as an animal conservationist, you could be pissed when I
Right.
kill this.
Ugh.
Oh, I thought you were going to sting me.
That was a rare pangolin bug.
I'm going to murder this thing. All right, we're good.
That was its own species.
Do you
too?
think pangolins started COVID? That'll get us canceled.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
so wait, that's right. That's how people know what pangolins are from the
Right.
Chinese.
Oh, yeah, they
lab.
were on South Park. They went worldwide, and all of a sudden, my phone. Bring, 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 bring,
Why are you
like,
trying to save the animal that's killing everybody, Jacob?
which is funny because a week before the announcement of COVID, myself, Andrew Youngblood, and Zahid did the Comedy Store for the Pangolin.
Very, very
He had
apt
no
timing.
idea. So sorry.
So I was very pro-COVID.
Oh, Andrew got COVID like 3 times.
Yeah.
He's an expert.
All
at
right,
it
the
now.
winner is Will
Also,
Loden,
also a W.
ringing in hot
Hey,
with
oh,
West
right.
Virginia.
You're gonna get West Virginia. Defend that again.
So I thought that the first off,
We both got culinary reasons for this, and you went West Virginia.
I went West Virginia because it's a good God-fearing state, and if you fart in front of a cop, you're definitely getting the assault charge.
No, you go to hell for that, not jail.
Yeah,
That's-
well,
I'm be honest with you. I was reading. I was real surprised it wasn't Texas.
it's no. Texas is certainly you
It
assaulted
sounded like
officer.
something that
You
would
assault,
happen
Well,
in
that
Midland.
you've had to done a lot of shit to piss that cop off before
right,
you fart on him.
right.
all right, so you're up by 1.
All right, Will
Noob.
is up by 1.
and I'm cheating.
The
Just
I'm trying to kill bugs
hide
and
your
win.
cards, Jerry.
Oh, I don't have the answers on here. I'm trying to remember what's what. This is one of my favorite ones. This dude shows up at a Waffle House at 1 a.m. with his Yorkie, drunk and high, and decides to rob the Waffle House with finger guns in his pocket.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And he runs in and he tells everybody in the Waffle House, stick 'em up, reach for the sky. I'm here to take the money.
Finger guns in the pocket.
And when nobody responds to it at all, he grabs a huge stack of napkins and his dog and runs out of the restaurant, leaving his wallet
Oh my gosh.
that has fallen out of his pocket. So the police promptly go to his house and pick him and the Yorkie up because they're partners.
They unplug him from the Yorkie.
And they find him sitting on his couch staring at his giant pile of napkins.
Oh.
So I've done acid.
Yep.
I've been in.
They said methamphetamines.
yeah, it's a. There are. You would
figured
have
that
to
was
be at a
given.
special place chemically to go home and think there's something written on those now. You know what I mean? That they look like dead president. It's
Like
like,
he's a
looks like
giraffe.
like Doctor Who's license.
Or,
Yeah.
just feel like you won in any way. Like, fuck yeah, I ain't get the money back. I have a
bunch of things.
I can't imagine going in a Waffle House telling somebody I got a gun and not getting shot.
That's what I'm saying. That's you're literally at that point the only one in there without a gun.
Because all the places
Have
where
an issue?
Waffle
Here's
Houses
your tissue.
are
It's got
where
a
all
whole
the
pile.
guns are.
I was gonna say at least 8 customers and 4 employees have guns in a Waffle House.
Do you know there's an index that FEMA uses after a disaster to see how bad the disaster
If
was
Waffle
based
House
on
is closed.
whether or not Waffle House is closed?
They are 24/7 through. They're better than the mail.
Yeah.
Rain, sleet, snow, tornado, hurricane.
The
If the
Waffle
Waffle
House
House
index.
closes,
And
most
for how many
governments
days?
shift to a
Better call my
deeper.
mom and tell her I love her.
Yes.
Yeah, FEMA has a threat warning level. If Waffle House closed more than 2 days, FEMA leaves.
It's 100%.
They're like, we're here too
Wow.
early.
Waffle House, because it's those people aren't going anywhere.
No.
Where are they going?
Yeah.
They're dying for their city.
I'd assume most
Yeah.
of them live at the Waffle House.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
What
those-
a cool fact.
Great place to do cocaines.
Another
good
great
locking
Waffle
bathroom
House
doors.
fact, I think it was like 2016. They did when there was like a solar eclipse or whatever, and so someone did a map of the best Waffle Houses to see the solar eclipse.
Did you know that they sued Jelly Roll for calling one of his mixtapes Waffle House, Weed, and Women?
Well, that's fair because they have a couple of songs that are Waffle House specific songs, and you can only hear them on the jukeboxes in Waffle Houses. And I was enlightened to this by Jordan Brady, the director of I Am Comic. When we did I Am Battle Comic, we drove up to Dallas together, and on the way back, we stopped at a Waffle House. And Jordy was he introduced me to the wondrous Waffle House music, and he walked right over proudly and punched it in, and I went, "Holy shit, this is real! No one knows it. They're Waffle House songs." So yeah, they're probably
I just
defending.
thought it was so funny they sued him for defamation. I was like, I don't think he's hurting the brand.
In,
You know what I
in
mean?
2017, I have a little spot in Los Angeles where my friend and I will just go to the. I'm sorry, it's not Waffle House, it's Denny's. Never mind.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah, but the table's still sticky.
Yeah.
True.
Have you seen that they're doing metal shows in Denny's now?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Stop. They I thought they cut out metal silverware.
Like
I didn't even think.
Every time I see that on the internet, I will watch
Wait,
it.
they're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
metal shows?
No, they're still doing
Like
it.
music
they're
or
doing-
scrap
they're
metal?
actu- yeah, consecutively. There are a bunch of comics in Houston that were like, "You want to go to this metal show to Denny's?" I go, "No, I don't like irony that far up its own ass."
That's
But, like,
That's hilarious.
Wow.
I think that should lead to rap shows at Waffle House.
I think if you lay enough Denny's bacon together, it looks like a metal band logo.
Yeah.
So
Let the grease drip.
yeah, a little bit. Put that on a paper plate. All right. So do we have another?
Well,
Will,
we never
you can
picked.
go first.
Oh, you didn't even
dude,
do
that's,
it.
That's definitely Florida.
Will, you won the last one. You
Not
go
only
first.
that, I'll
Florida,
be
without
with
a doubt.
Florida, but I'll push in Miami.
Okay, so I disagree. I think it's
Tampa.
a
I go
suburb
Tampa.
of Orlando.
I love this. You guys are arguing
got
over this, and I'm
Tampa.
going to tell you strongly this is Texas, and I'm going to say it with pride.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
New
It's
dealer,
Texas.
if I'm wrong.
It's
Beaumont,
Texas. There we
Texas.
go. Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, fucking Texas.
We got 2 goddamn Waffle Houses in Beaumont, bro. That's my people. That's my people. Come on. I ordered my shit sausage omelet raisin plate.
There
That's
you
the,
go.
I order it prison style.
Have
They
you
know
ever,
what I'm talking
have you
about.
ever ordered it finger gun style? I want scrambled
I refuse to pay for this $7.44.
and give me
get
all
my
the goddamn napkins.
Always
I get my hash brown southern smothered and
southern
And
smothered.
mothered.
yeah,
Southern and smothered. That
think-
sounds like a what's her name?
Southern, are they fucking each other? What's happening on that plane?
Andrea
think
Yates
southern,
kids.
southern means the ham bits. Smothered means the cheese on top, and then so like
Oh, the
there's-
southern is so there is scattered, smothered, covered,
Yeah.
chopped, capped,
Chunked.
southern, chunked.
yeah.
What kind of marketing is this?
Oh, this is all of them. So hang on. So
this
wait.
is body positive marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. This is you.
Which leads to the question why they got mad at Jelly Roll.
My people. It's so hang on. Scattered, covered.
Southern, smothered, chunked, chopped, scattered.
Is this a pancake?
Covered.
No, these are all the different ways to get your hash browns,
Yeah.
and they can be cheeses on top, mushrooms are on top,
Capped is with the mushrooms,
gravy, what onions.
onions.
I
yeah.
think there's probably some. They probably Italiano it up. There's just weird buzzwords for how many different things they can
and
put
if
on a
you
hash
just
brown.
say give them to me Dallas style, they got cocaine in them. So
I just discovered. A few weeks ago in South Africa, I for the first time ate this dinner called bunny chow, and it was because way back in the day they didn't have like Tupperware, any type of plastic container, so they would hollow out
a
the
bunny.
bread.
Oh, damn! I thought a bunny.
They were close.
Ah!
Well,
I've seen that recipe come from a lot of different places.
but they will just put different types of
meat and
foods
food in the
there.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just reminded me when you said the mother smothered southern.
All right, last one. Here we go.
Fascinating. I'm gonna take my win there, and it's me and
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
You playing for the tie. You're playing for the. All right.
What tie?
Come on.
This
The bow
one,
tie.
I want to say this very clearly because I think this fact bears repeating. But the people in this story are from the state where the story happened.
Okay.
They are natives.
Okay.
Noted.
Indigenous,
So
whatever.
these are not transplants.
Right.
No, these aren't people
Not
from California.
California,
They're not-
Austin.
Yes,
They're not
yes.
from an M or an N
So
or a D
these,
state.
these people were hiking in a state park,
Okay.
and they began to hear an animal growling at them, and they felt like the animal was following them and getting closer and closer to them. And they got freaked out, and they climbed up a tree
Like you should
because
do.
they think
Nope.
animals don't fucking climb trees.
Name one
especially
animal
big
that
ground-
name one animal that eats you that doesn't climb trees. Quick.
Alligators.
Okay, fuck off.
I'm not even sure that's true. I'm not taking no chance with no alligator. I mean, I hopped on a picnic table, get away from one time.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. Anyways, this son of a bitch, they climb the tree. They call the park ranger service. Park ranger service says, oh, it's going to be a minute before we can get to you because we're on the other end of the state park. So they also start frantically calling 911, and they send police out to try to aid them. And when the police officers get there and they find the couple in the tree,
So there's the animals are all around the base of the tree. What's
well,
Were
when
they
the
in
police
the tree?
officers get to the tree, they're laughing. And they said, hey, what you're hearing is there's a highway that runs nearby, and it's people hitting the rumble strip on the highway.
Wow.
you're scared of road titties?
These people are hiding from
Road
drunks.
gators?
These people are hiding from drunks and comics.
Right, literally, you're hiding from texters. That is,
Yep.
wow. Okay. So when you
WT or F.
All right, state locals does help.
yes, indeed. I got my guess, and it is firmly. I will let you two go, and mine will not
Well,
change.
we got to let Jacob go first
Yep.
this time.
I'm gonna have to go with Florida again.
Okay.
Have you been right so far?
No, I have not.
Have you voted on Florida every time?
No,
No.
he
Oh, he
said
W'd me on the
Wisconsin.
first one. Okay.
Yeah, dubbed.
All right, I'm trying to mislead him. here.
Florida's not a bad guess. They got a lot of state parks.
Okay, then all right, I changed my mind because I feel like that was a little reverse. Okay,
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go with Texas.
Texas ain't a bad guess either.
Texas got a lot of state parks.
Texas does have a lot of state. I was going.
Will?
Will's going Wyoming.
Will's going Wyoming. That's alliterative.
You think a Wyoming local would be
No.
scared
you're
of a
right.
highway?
How many
No.
trees are in Wyoming? Too late. You already rang in.
Yeah,
Listen.
I already rang in.
I'm going to go with Florida because those people are dumb.
That's what I was going.
But
for.
not scared of shit.
Not,
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you're trying to talk me out of it, Jerry Wayne. I'm not going to fall for it, Jacob Collier
Wisconsin.
style. I'm going to plant my flag on the Everglades and the road nipples and be wrong. I'm looking at your face right now.
I'm
and
going to tell y'all we got a 3-way tie because this happened right outside of San Antonio, Texas. Texas state troopers got the call and literally drove off the highway and walked over a hill and was like, hey, y'all can get out of the
what
fucking tree.
growls in Texas?
Yeah, fucking
Cougars.
roads.
Fucking
Cougars, yeah, but unless you're at a bar at 2.
Right.
Yeah, I thought I was getting attacked by a mountain cougar one time in San Marcos, Texas. We went up on one of them overlooks, got them little wood posts, that are about groin high. And I walked off past them, and I was a little drunk, and I went off
I remember this
down,
story.
and I had a flashlight, and I just wanted to look around down the side of the hill and shit. And I saw these eyes looking at me out of the fucking bush, and my friends are up on top, sitting on top of a truck, so they can see everything.
watching this entire.
And I
Yep.
seen them eyes like, look at me, and I just paralyzed, just like that. And it just made a little move like that,
Oh.
and I lost my shit. Flashlight down, screaming bloody murder up this hill until I hit that post
Oh,
Yeah.
in the
Wow.
dick.
Yeah.
And like hard enough that I flipped over it and landed on my back.
Yep.
And I was screaming and hollering about a mountain lion.
I've had that.
And my buddy slides off the roof of his truck and goes, brother, that was a jackrabbit, man. We seen it run right by you. They just get kind of big out here.
You fucked your balls up on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. One of them was swole up like a goddamn softball.
Yeah.
And so then I got drunk, was walking around campsites asking if anybody was a doctor and could I show them my balls. And luckily ran into some med school kids from Texas Tech that helped me out with my swollen balls.
Jerry, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nice.
Anybody who says I'll look at your balls at a campsite ain't a doctor, brother.
Dude,
Well, they went down.
in 7th grade, I
They
zipped.
sucked the fluid out. What?
No, they told me to go jump in Canyon Lake because it was about 30 degrees at
Cold.
that time. They
Yeah.
said, go jump in the lake. It's going to suck, but you go jump in the
That's
lake.
their way of saying stop showing us your balls at the campsite, bro. This is
They sent me off with some beers and pointed me towards the lake.
anything to get your dick out of here. We're trying to
You know,
make hot dogs.
My balls get swollen every Renaissance festival.
And I was just out there in the lake with all my beers, like, oh, that
Hey,
worked.
bro, if you're not gonna put that on a coat hanger,
I feel like Jerry didn't ask for consent. He's just like, "Hey guys, what do I do with this?" They're like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just get him the fuck out of here."
coming out the woods like Kim Jong. Just
I just like literally just walk up to RV after RV. Hey, is anybody here a doctor? Why? I ran into a post with my balls and one of them's real big.
wow, yeah, totally different
Like,
than
how
asking
big
that on a
was it?
plane.
It was big.
About softball size. It was
Jesus.
pretty rough. Yeah.
Okay, never go camping with Jerry. Write that down.
I'm the only one what got hurt.
WTF is in a 2-way tie between me and Will. Or are we going to take it home?
Three-way
with
tie.
a 3-way tie because he
Three-way
picked up
tie.
Texas.
Caught
So
up.
That was it. That was the story.
we're all going home winners. It's like we're in Little League today.
I got a participation trophy.
I got ice cream.
And I got that middle question right. So I'm
Well,
going
all
to.
proceeds go to the pangolins.
Of course they do. And we're going to buy more trackers. I'm going to Africa to pangolin stuff with you.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
I just verbed pangolin.
Yeah, the one I saved, I got to name it Cranberry. Like one of my favorite bands is the Cranberries.
Yes.
Yeah, and so they're like, Jacob,
You should have named it Dolores.
I wanted to, but
It's subtle.
but I figured Cranberry would have been easier for them to
Cranberry.
agree with.
It is. It is less political. No one gets mad at cranberries.
No one will have
That's
no
no
idea.
one ever will. Jacob, where can they find you on social media as we bring this episode to a close and go into
On
114 soon?
LinkedIn. No, just at Jacob Calle.
Calle.
Yeah, it's spelled like Cali.
Yeah, yeah, with a call with E.
Kaye.
Yeah,
Call
Calle Street.
Call
Jacob Street.
Yeah, Jacob Collier. Super easy to find. And Will Loden, you are?
You can find me at Will_Loden on Instagram and gunsandliquor.com.
I can't believe you got that website. Also, Silly Hats. The
Podcast,
podcast comes
yeah.
out every Wednesday with Nick Palermo. Jerry Wayne, you're killing it on TikTok. I think that's where to send people. You have a full comedy special out, as always. I'm at Slade Ham on all things internet. And congratulations to Tanya Rogers, who big friend of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, man. I see
Happy
her.
birthday, Tanya.
Dr. Rogers today. Not a birthday.
Oh.
Moving up in the world. So very,
She's
very
a jolly
cool.
Good fellow,
There you
for
go.
she's a jolly
Yeah,
good
also, man,
fellow.
if you're out and about Wednesday on 420 and you just want to see some comedy, I'm going to be in a warehouse on Sampson doing comedy high off my balls.
Maybe I'll come see you.
I think you should.
hear that's close.
Yeah, Scotty Peterson's warehouse. We're going to
that?
do
Little
a little
pop-up show
420
there?
Pop-up show.
This weekend, I'm throwing a little shindig.
Yeah.
Down on Buffalo Bayou. If you go to Allen Parkway here in Houston, we're shutting it down for 3 days. Bikes on the Bayou. I think Everclear's out there, Saving Abel, Cody Canada, and The Departed. A very fun weekend of.
Say we'll also be high as balls.
Oh,
How did you end up
beginning
booking
to end?
that band?
Which
I love
be more
Everclear.
specific. Everclear? Because they're fun. Because I'm a 90s rock guy, and
This is a song about Suzanne.
Because
it's so good.
because every song has "whoa"
Yeah.
in it, and I just like that.
I'll
That's
be working the door for Bikes on the Bayou, so bring your IDs and don't fuck around. Otherwise, you'll get the.
We'll be out there. AM radio
You don't
is
wanna
my
get poached.
song.
Very cool.
Yeah, don't get poached. All cool things. And an Andy Huggins special that we're working on, and that wraps up next Monday. We'll talk more about that then. We're going to end this one, and then 114 for you guys watching at home. Cheers. We'll see you guys on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times.